Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Karma TV, back at it again with a different kind of video where we're going to be taking a team from zero to hero and rebuilding them with Kuroko No Basket, preferably generation of miracles players. You know, we'll see when the draft comes along. But before this video starts, I'm going to just put out a little shout out to the Kuroko No Basket NBA 2K23 draft class I made. Unfortunately, it's only on Xbox One current gen, so if you can't download it to try to recreate kind of what I'm doing in this video, I'm sorry about that. I have no control over that. I don't have a PlayStation. RIP. But anyways, follow along with me, and we're going to try to rebuild using Kuroko No Basket players. Let's go! Alright, so just to get the setup kicked off, I'm going to go with 6-minute quarters. Doesn't really matter. Here's my trade settings. Yeah, I turned most of it off so we can trade players, randomize a team, and we get the Atlanta Hawks, so that's what's up. Let's just do a little fantasy draft here, king of the fourth quarter style. We get the 15th pick, I think, or something like that. So we're going to go with Trae Young back to Atlanta because you know what's up. Second round, I'm going to try to get some trade assets, most likely, because it doesn't really matter what we do on the first year. I mean, realistically, we just need to get to the second year, so we pick up Jalen Green right there for some good trade value, potentially potentially looking for him to max out. We pick up Jaden Ivey right here, and honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter, so we sim the rest of the draft. If you want to get to the draft class I'm using, you're going to look up KNB Karma, spelled like my YouTube channel name, where you just look up KNBK and it should be there, and that's the updated Kuroko No Basket player roster that I made with all the Generation of Miracles and all their teammates on it. See, right now you can see my roster that was auto-generated. Obviously, we're going to make some trades for some first-round picks, so we put Bull in the trade finder. Basically, what I'm doing is any player that has a big contract or is signed up for only 1 year, we're going to trade for a first-round pick. So right now we trade Steven Adams, Gordon Hayward for a first-round pick, because you know what it is. We really want to stack up those 2023 first-round picks. I put James Wiseman in the trade finder, and we get a trade for Rudy Gobert. So I'm like, shit, we can get some more assets with Rudy Gobert. We see a 2023 first-round pick, so we're going to cop that up. Put Isaiah Roby in like a second-round pick, you know what I'm saying? And we can get another first-round pick. Buddy Hield in a second. Let's see what we can get. Another first-round pick. Let's go. We're setting up for next year. Yeah, our team kind of sucks for this year, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, we have Green, Ivy, Trae Young, of course, so that's kind of what we're building around. We'll see what happens if we decide to keep some of those players, decide to trade for a higher pick. We're going to sim for the rest of the first season, and as you can see, we're pretty horrible, which is kind of what I wanted. I mean, I wanted to be horrible this first season so that we can get a first pick, and we end up going 19-63. The first year stats doesn't really matter because there's no Kuroko No Basketball players, you know what I'm saying? So y'all don't really even want to see this. We're going to move on to the second season. And just so you can see, we do have the worst record in the entire league. So hopefully we get a nice first round pick. We're going to sim the rest of these playoffs. It doesn't really matter. Okay, Philadelphia is going up, blah, blah, blah. Golden State, Philadelphia. And Golden State wins with Luka Doncic's MVP and Finals MVP, of course. You know what he does. So we're going to sim right up to the draft lottery. And let's see what pick we can get. We're projected to have the first pick, which is pretty nice, and the 9th pick. And we end up with the 2nd pick. So we drop a spot, which isn't ideal, but, you know, it's okay. It's really, it's alright. We'll make some trades. And speaking of trades, I don't actually have the real footage recorded, but here's kind of something identical to what I did. Basically, I took players with large contracts, added on some first round picks, and we ended up with a crap ton of picks for the 2023 season, so I'm going to just sim through these so you guys can get the general idea of what I'm trying to do here. Basically put on a player with any kind of trade value, attach picks that we got in the earlier trades, and boom, 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 we can get like the 4th pick, the 5th pick, the 8th pick, the 7th pick, etc., etc. Alright, so now we can get into the actual draft. And we see here that Aomini Daiki is ranked number 1. I mean, that's mostly based off scouting. He's not the highest overall. However, I'm still interested in drafting him at number 2. At number 3, the Portland Trail Blazers are going to take Kisei Ryota out of Illinois. I assigned them random colleges. I know. They should be out of Tokyo or something. But I don't know. Who knows? This is a simulation here. So for number 4, we're going to go with my man Taiga, because you already know we're going to be building a super team out here. And number 5, we get back-to-back picks, and I waste no time, and I'm going to go Morisaki Bara. So we're going to get the best center out of the draft for sure, right? At number 6, the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to go for a long shot here a little bit by drafting Tepe, which is kind of cool. I did kind of want Tepe now thinking about it, but we got Mitarima here at the power forward spot, so we're kind of beasting. I'm thinking about running Taiga at the 4 and Mitarima at 3 because he's able to shoot a little bit more. At number 8, we're going to get Kuroko. So you already know, we're going to get Kuroko. That's the fucking main character. How can we lose? At number 9, they take Nebuya, who played with Akashi. Not to mention Akashi did go first, that's why he wasn't shown so far. And with the 10th pick, we're going to take Hyuga, and that's going to be it for our side of things. If you want to see how the entire draft went, Akashi goes number 1, Ryota number 3, Taiga number 4, Morisaki Bara, Tepe, Mitarima, Kuroko, Nebuya, Hyuga, Kimura, Mabuchi, Hayama, Takao, Izuki, Wakamatsu, and then it goes on to either draft random generated players or kind of the peripheral players of Kuroko No Basket, so we can go into round 2 and see some of those names. If anyone stands out, let me know. If you're like, oh, I'm a big Wei Lu fan. I mean, I don't know why you'd be, but hey, more power to you. He still got drafted and he still got made, so we can see the rookie class that we're bringing back. It's pretty much the generation of miracles, minus some players, plus Taiga. And I decided to actually move on from Jalen Green because I was thinking, well, I mean, Aomini is going to be taking up most of those minutes, so it's like, why not? Let's see what we can get off the bench. I see Jaylen Brown, I see Jared Allen, but I decided to go for Ayton and a first-round pick because that first-round pick is very enticing. So here's how the rotations for Season 2 are going to go. We're starting Trey, Aomini, Mitarima, Taiga, Morisaki Bara, and we even got Sousa off the bench, so you know what's up. We're pretty deep. And we're going to sim through the rest of the second season. As you can see here, we've got a pretty decent record so far. And we finish up at 60-22. So we see here that Luka got MVP out of nowhere, who I thought was a big draft reach. Tepe wins Rookie of the Year, which is pretty cool. You got Fultz, 6th man, Giannis, Depoy, Keegan Murray, blah, blah, blah. Warriors got the Coach of the Year too. So we see here if there's any Kuroko No basketball players on All-NBA, and we see Kisei makes it in his first year. I'll show you guys later. There's a kind of a glitch as to it showing Generation of Miracle players as second-round pros, even though it doesn't really make sense. You see on Murasaki Bara, we see that some players are not in their correct year. Murasaki Bara is in their second, and that's probably why Tepe won. But we also see Tatsuya on rookie first team, Nabuya on first team, Wakatamatsu on second team, all rookie, and even an auto-generated guy made it. So now we can check out our player stats. We see that Aomini led us in scoring. Midorima shot well, put up 19 points per game. Murasaki Bara put up 20 and 12 or something like that. Hyuga shot well from the field. Kuroko dropped 9.4 assists off the bench, backing up Trae Young, so that's very solid. Aomini was our front runner, and right now I'm just checking to see if anyone made all-star teams, which doesn't really look like a case, which is pretty crazy. I mean, we went 60 and 22. You see the league leaders here for rookies. You see, they don't have all the rookies. They have about half, it looks like. The other half, I guess, are magically in their second year, even though they were just drafted, which is kind of odd to me. See the entire season stats. You got Akashi pulling up at around 20 points per game. You got Taiga in there as well, top 80. Hayama rounds off at around 80 for overall scoring. Now we can get into the first year playoffs, and we're the 1 seed going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Down 1, down 2, down 3. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do we lose to the fucking 8th seed, dude? What? We lost to Keldon Johnson and Donovan Mitchell. Oh my gosh. I mean, they have a solid squad and everything, but we got the Generation of Miracles on our side. I guess they just kicked our ass. I mean, that's a solid 8th seed team, right? I'm not even gonna lie. We're gonna send the rest of these playoffs. Cleveland gets Philadelphia up out of here. The Pacers are probably gonna get the Cavs up out of here. And the Pacers are up 2-0 against the Thunder. But somehow the Thunder almost come back. The Pacers win the second-year title. Devin Booker is your finals MVP. Congratulations to him. Can't say I'm not jealous. We're going to go ahead and sim over to the lottery to see if we kind of got any picks. And we actually end up with the 8th pick, so that's pretty solid. We're going to go ahead and make our 8th overall selection. It kind of sucks that we weren't able to get the championship in our first year, but, what are you going to do? We're going to reload up here. We're going to fire the coach because, we can't have that. We can't have losing in the first round. We're going to make our 8th overall selection here. We're probably going to take, I see this foreign dude, I'm like, I could trade up for him, but he's foreign. I'm not trying to be xenophobic, but he's not going to come over for 2 more years, so we're probably going to end up keeping our 8th overall selection here, and we decide to keep it. We're going to take this point guard out of Xavier, Ohio, Rodney Dudley. Okay, whatever, he's auto-generated. 80 overall, 19 years old, pretty solid. We're probably going to move on from him, though, because, to be honest, it doesn't really fit the timeline. We have so many young players as it is. So let's sim into the 3rd season. Alright, so here's our rotation heading into the 2nd season. We got Trae Young, Aomini at the shooting guard, Midorima, small forward, Taiga, power forward, Murasaki Bara at the center with Ayton, Hyuga, Anunoby now coming off the bench. And we can sim into the playoffs here. I expect to do well. And we finish 58 and 24, which is somewhat decent. Luka with the MVP, Dyson Daniels, 6th man of the year, and an auto-generated guy is the Rookie of the Year. We also see that we got Atsushi Murasaki Bara as Defensive Player of the Year. pretty awesome in his second year. Right now, I'm a scan for some Kuroko No Basket players on the All-NBA team. And look, we got Kisei Ryota coming in at All-NBA second team, putting up a solid 25.2 points per game. Nobody on the third team. Kisei on the all-defensive for his team, which is pretty cool. As we saw, Maurice Sakibara, Depoy, averaging really only 2.1 blocks. I don't really know how he got the Defense Player of the Year. Maybe his advanced statistics are crazy. Aomini also makes defensive second team, putting up 25 points per game. Akashi makes it, putting up 21 points per game. And hey, shout out to the Wei-Lu fans. Shout out to the Wakamatsu fans too. They make all defensive second team in their second year. So we saw that Daiki led us in scoring. Mitarima had a down year in terms of production, but he still averaged a solid 45% on the three-point shot. We saw Morisaki Bara's stats. Kuroko takes somewhat of a step back. Hyuga just as efficient. And we see that Aiton takes a small step back. But we can simulate the playoffs right now. We're going up against the Bucks, who have Miyagi coming off their bench, so that's pretty solid. We're going to go up 1-0, 2-0. Not again. Let's just get past the 8th seed. Alright, we get past the 8th seed. You know what it is. We're going up against the 76ers again, who took us out last year. And they have no Kuroko No Basket players, so... Oh, come on! No! We're down 3-0. This is ridiculous. But we somehow come back from 3-0. That's how 2K is. And we're going up against the Cavs, who have Tepe averaging 11 and 5 as their starting center, which is pretty cool. We're going to make light work of them, though, and sweep them. That's crazy how Philly drove us to 7 points as down 3-0. But anyways, we're going up against the Grizzlies, who have Kimura coming off their bench, but no other Kuroko No Basket players. Sim this, and we lost in 7. No, we were so close. This is ridiculous. Come on, 2K. You know damn well I'm firing the head coach. We're gonna get the GOAT of 2K Sims, Michael Stauffer. Overpay his ass, but we're gonna get the best coach in the business, because this is ridiculous. We are way too talented. I mean, look at our lineup. We got OG Anunoby coming off the bench. Like, this is crazy. No team is this talented. I forgot to record it also, but we ended up snagging the first round pick. We just made some trades with some first rounders that we had left over, and we traded up for the first round pick to get this power forward to come off the bench. Doyle, so you know that's cool. We're gonna go ahead and sim into the 4th season here, because this is bad. We see Jokic wins the MVP, this dude, and JB Bickerstaff wins Coach of the Year. Here's the All-NBA teams, and we see a few Kuroko No Basket players make it into the All-Defensive and All-NBA teams. We see Akashi Wakamatsu, who's just a beast on these all-defensive second teams. Kisei's putting up some solid numbers. And Wei-Lu, of course, my man on the all-defensive teams. And Morisaki Bara also makes it as well for this 4th season. We're aiming to win a championship this season, so this is championship or bust. I mean, I'm going to blow up the entire team if we don't win this championship here. We're not even the 1st seed. We end up 55 and 27. That's kind of disappointing for what we've been doing. I mean, we're supposed to be progressing. I don't understand what this is. You see Mitarima here. He has a better year. He's a rookie that we drafted, putting up 11 and 11.4, somewhat decent. And we're going to sim into the playoffs here. We advance past Detroit, play the Bucks again, who have not really anybody, but they're a higher seed than us. They go up 2-1, 3-2, and yeah, we lost again. This is ridiculous. I mean, we have, like, our team is solid, full of 90 overalls. I don't understand what we can do to kind of improve it. I guess we have to build it internally, but this is ridiculous. Like, we got all these dudes making NBA teams, but we just can't make it anywhere during playoff time, right? I mean, you know, it got to the point where I got so frustrated I had to run it back with the exact same kind of team, the exact same Omini lineup. So I ran it back with the Golden State Warriors. You see, we kept Jalen Green this time from the draft, because, you know, I couldn't let you boys go without an actual dub. Like, I can't just fail in the playoffs 3-4 times in a row. I'm going to run it back with the Warriors here, and we're going to sim the rest of this game. We're going to lift the championship rafter, because you know what it is. I'm trying to win, so I ran it back, and this is on the first season, so 2024, after you import the Kuroko No Basket players, and we're running it out, you know, a little pass over to Kuroko, jab steps. We kept the Paolo Banchero this time, and you know, he's going up for the lob. That would be a dream lob with him and Kuroko. What the hell was that shot, boy? Give me that shit. Give me that rebound. Ah, they got the fucking scrubs in right now. They want to see this. I mean, oh wow, Miles Turner going up for a. We need the Kuroko players in, man. We can't do this shit. All right, we get a little stop there, you know. Give them an open 3-point shot. They're going to knock that down, but we're up 9 points, up 3-2. We got Morisaki Bara with the up and under, and bang! Just dunks it on him. Oh my god. And time runs out, and in this alternate dimension, we're the champions, baby. Come on now. This is too easy. Yeah, but unfortunately, I couldn't land the championship in my first run of the series. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's potentially the peak ages and prime peaks that I selected when creating the roster. Maybe they don't start till, you know, 24, 25 on some players like Akashi, so I'll be making sure to fix that when it comes time to upload this video, and it should be fixed by the time you're seeing this. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't rebuild the team. I had some better runs in practice. You see this floating bottle here. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they can't generate these creative players. I mean, look at this. It's only Jalen Green and Banchero. I mean, come on, 2K. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm sorry I couldn't provide y'all a championship, but you know, I made up for it, and we just ran it back real quick. That's gonna be it for this video. Let me know if you like this style of content. You know, I'm channeling my inner King in the fourth quarter on this, so let me know if you enjoyed. Leave a comment, and that's gonna be it. Peace.